Hello friends, good afternoon to all of you. Now today we are going to start our new subjects electrical circuit analysis and the subject code is 3130906. Okay. Now in today's lecture we are going to discuss introduction and the basics of network theorem. Okay. Myself assistant professor Pritesh Pandya from Balaji Engineering College and electrical department. Okay, welcome to my e-learning course Pritesh e-learning. Now first of all we are going to discuss teaching scheme of electrical circuit analysis. Okay, total credit of the subject is 5 credits. 3 1 is lecture, 1 for the tutorial, 2 for the practical examination. Okay, total papers of 70 marks plus 30 marks of internal as same as 50 marks of practical, viva plus internal. Okay, total subject marks is 150 marks. Okay, except a few changes due to COVID-19 in paper style. Okay, now we are going to discuss our syllabus. Okay, total we cover in this semester 5 units are there. The first unit of network theorem, all the 5 units are equal marks weightage of 20%, means 14 marks per chapter. Okay, in first unit we are going to discuss network theorem. In the network theorem we discuss KVL, KCL law, Kirchhoff's voltage and Kirchhoff's current law, and then superposition theorem, Thevenin theorem, Norton's theorem, maximum power transfer theorem, then reciprocity theorem, then compensation theorem, then after node and mesh analysis. Okay, these are the basic concept regarding our subject electrical circuit analysis. Okay, D2D student are already studied regarding network theorem. Okay, these are the basic of network theorem, that all the theorem we are going to discuss our next lecture. The second unit is solution of first and second order network. In that case we are going to discuss solution of first and second order differential equation for RL, RC and RLC circuit, and also find its initial and final condition of the network. Okay. Number 3, sinusoidal steady state analysis. In that case we are studied that phasor diagram of the sinusoidal steady state network. Also we see that RMS value means root mean square value, average value, complex power, what is the condition of ideal transformer. Also see the theory of dot convection in coupled circuit. Okay, these are the main topics of our unit number 3, sinusoidal steady state analysis. Number 4, electrical circuit analysis using Laplace theorem or Laplace transform. In that we are going to discuss a review of Laplace transform, analysis of electrical circuit using Laplace transform for standard input, integral, inverse Laplace transform, poles and zeros. Also see that series and parallel resonance. Okay, both theory and example are we are going to see for further lectures. And final one is two-port network and network function. In that case we are going to see that when two networks are combined, then what is the relationship between the two port network, or you can say the two port variable, its parameter, and its admittance, transmission, hybrid, parameter. We are going to see that in two-port network section. Okay, these are the 5 unit that we are going to discuss in our syllabus. Okay, now first one is Kirchhoff's law. Okay, we are all know about Kirchhoff's voltage law and Kirchhoff's current law. Okay, now first one, the Kirchhoff's law. There are two types of Kirchhoff's law, two laws, one for the current law and second one is for the voltage law. Okay, generally these laws are first derived by Gautam Robert Kirchhoff and hence this law are also referred as a Kirchhoff's law. Okay, now we are going to first law. Before that we are going to discuss basic discussion of node, branch and loop. Okay, there are one network and 8 register. Okay, and step by step we are going to discuss what is node, branch and loop. Once you have got the what is node, branch and about loop, then you can easily find out the voltage current from the complicated network. Okay, first one is any point node, any point where two or more circuits are connected together. You can see that in figure. Again, any point where two or more circuit elements are connected together, it's called a node. Okay, second one is branch, a circuit element between two nodes. Okay, a circuit elements between two nodes, you can easily see that R2 register, R4 register, R8 register between the branch. Okay, final one is loop, a collection of branches that from a closed path returning to the same node without going through any other nodes or branch twice. Okay, loop means a collection of branch that form a closed path returning to the same node, means once the current is flowing through the R5 register, then is going to R6, R7 and returning with the R4, and again it's going through the same branch where the current is started, current is flowing to start. Okay, it's called a loop, a collection of branches that form a closed path and returning to the same node without going through any other nodes or branch twice. Okay, it's called a loop. Okay, in this slide we discuss node, branch and loop. Please note down in your reference book. Okay, again node, any point where two or more circuit, any point where two or more circuit elements are connected together. Okay, these two elements are connected together. Okay, it's called a node. Okay, branch, a circuit element between two nodes. These two nodes name is A or B. Between A and B, a circuit element between two nodes means R2, R8, R4. A circuit element between two nodes, it's called a branch. Okay, loop, collection of branches that form a closed path returning to the same node without going through any other nodes or branch twice. Okay, means first of all current is flowing through this R5 register, R6, R7 and then returning to the same, it's called a loop. Okay, I think all of you have clear this idea. Okay, now first one is, this is the simple law of current law. Now the algebraic sum of the current entering a node is 0. Okay, first of all suppose we have total 5 current source. Okay, the KCL is determined by the current source. Okay, in this figure we can easily see that IB, IC and ID, IB, IC and ID are outgoing current and IA is incoming current. Okay, in this KCL, that IB plus IC plus ID equal to IA is equal to 0. Okay, means sum of the current meeting at a point is 0, or in other words you can see that current means incoming or outgoing current are same. Okay, total of incoming and outgoing current are same, or you can say that in other words, the algebraic sum of all branch current the terminating at a node equal to 0. Okay, now next one is KVL. The KVL law suggests that the algebraic sum of all voltage around a closed loop must be equal to 0. Okay, means you have the summation of voltage drops and voltage rise are equal to 0. Now that means V1 voltage V1, V2, V3 plus Vm minus Vm plus 1 minus Vm plus 2 minus Vm plus 3 plus dot 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 Vn is equal to 0. Okay, here we can use the sign of plus and minus. That first of all we can understand, so why we have write V1 plus V1 plus V2 plus V3, that current is flowing through the higher, means lower position to higher position, means you can easily write the indication that plus V1 plus V2 plus V3 in all four situations V1, V2, V3 and Vm, the current is lower position to the higher position. Okay, that's why we have the sign of plus, and then after current is Vm plus 1, Vm plus 2, Vm plus 3, that higher position to lower position, that's why we have sign a minus. Okay, that means the algebraic sum of all voltage around a closed loop must be 0. Okay, now next one is ideal voltage in ideal current source. Okay, now in ideal current source, that we can easily find a voltage VL across the R. Okay, this current is flow through the circuit and these circuits are completed. Because of the current, we can get a voltage across the load resistor R. So we can write easily VL is equal to IL into RL. Okay, that current is flowing through the RL, so I can get voltage across this RL. Okay, as same as in voltage source, here we can apply Kirchhoff's law, so we can easily identify the current across the load resistor. Okay, so we can easily say that load resistor IRL into IL is equal to VL. Okay, now voltage rise and voltage drop. Here you can see that the direction of the current flowing is generally calculate. Now, first of all, voltage drop means higher position to lower position. The current direction is higher position to lower position. Means you can say that this circuit has voltage drop. Another one is voltage rise. Okay, the current flow from lower position to higher position. Okay, means you can say that a voltage gets rise. Okay, now the lecture note of this lecture you can get to this evening. Okay, now in next lecture we are going to discuss about superposition theorem and Thevenin theorem. Okay friends, thank you.